Flapper. Whee! Woo! Whoa! Yeah! Woo! I wonder if TWA will keep the same comp they did last time. We will see. Oh, pulling out the Explo again. I think that's an interesting choice.
All bamboos and a roller. They got one roller on it.
They do got a
they're
roller.
changing it up a little bit.
They are going
Keeping
away
us all
from
on our toes.
But that's the at-home part. That's the at-home.
That's the at-home. The at-home means the roller comes out.
All right. Let's see what's the openings looking like. Expo, they already picked down the roller.
Wow.
And two go down on the side of 20PewPew. This is a great opportunity for TWA to really try to push in. And they get 3. Last one is struggling, and I think that's delayed wipe.
I mean, it's 4-2 right now.
Yeah.
Seeing if, okay, we got, the tower has been taken and is moving, and we're going to find out now if the bamboo can approach this thing. They've got the range to pick people off, but they got to be able to get close enough to do it. Yeah,
I think roller under ledge is very difficult for the bamboos to deal with. And the roller's trade. Roller off the map makes it a little easier, takes off the pressure for the bamboos to really go in, as we are seeing now. But Ollie goes in a little too far and gets picked off. Expo really keeping the bamboos back, and they're really struggling to actually hold their side. The AoE and the lack of pain is really like hitting them hard, and
it's becoming more obvious about who can stay close and get close, and keep the pain on the ground so you can continue moving. And oh, the whole tower almost just got taken back, and there we go.
Yeah, bubble.
That was pretty quick.
Bubble on tower. Very difficult for bamboos to deal with, especially if they don't have whale, and the cooler just made it like they just really needed to get the picks, but they couldn't get the picks fast enough for it to matter.
Yeah. And once they were on there, they stayed on.
I think the paint and the AoE from the Explo was devastating, especially at second check. They couldn't kill the Explo fast enough, and letting that Explo go down on their ramp and their plat was really, I think that's what decided the game.
Yeah, they were holding him back pretty well. We got our next riff after this. Stay tuned for the Visor story.
I wonder how 20PewPew will change their comp or not change it if they decide to keep it.
I mean, I kind of want to see them keep it and take this back.
I do. I think the Explo needs to be a priority. I think the Explo is a little too dangerous to leave, especially on here. And we see the Dynamo pick from TWA. Yeah. The 96 comes out, and the shot.
Swap.
Yeah, there's the shot.
Yeah.
2 shooters on the team. That might be enough, but we'll have to see in the beginning opening fight.
I will say, Dies Anyway, one of my favorite names I've seen today. I think that's hilarious.
I've seen that name for a long time, and it's great.
I love that. I love that so much.
I think Dynamo and Explo playing huge chip in mid. Zap goes down early, though. Well, are we going to see an opening wipe? And we're not. We're seeing trades. Explo and Dynamo still up in mid. Dabbles gets picked out Sharking.
I mean, it's been fairly even, one to one for taking either team out.
Yeah, 3 down. Back was popped. Oh, 3 go down on 20PewPew. I think
this might be the time for the big push.
Yeah, I think TWA takes mid here, and now 20PewPew is at this little staggered. They're gonna need a special to really hold this through. Dynamo gets picked off though. I think that's big. Dapple's pushing in with the Reef, gets a pick, gets picked off too. Now it's 2-2 under the basket. Explo with Rain and Dynamo there too. This is a little, I think this is pretty even right now. We're playing chip versus range, but TWA is really continuing to put clams in the basket, getting jumps in, holding the plat. They go 2 down though. I think 20PewPew really needs to rush the
3 down. Oh, whole wipe out of the team.
Wipe. Yeah.
And that'll keep them getting staggered now that they all got to come in at the same time pretty much at that point.
It is.
They are in the lead. They have a pretty substantial lead, so we're going to see if the double bamboos can bring it back.
Zuka's online, though. I wonder if the Zuka can get a pick here. I think getting a pick or 2 will be huge for their push. I think they're waiting a little bit, though. They have Zach, too. Zuka comes out, but fails to get a pick. Back pop. That's 2 down. 2 down on both sides. Will 20PewPew be able to continue this push?
I mean,
One left. Oh, and they're wiped. So they're coming off spawn. Their push ends there at 80.
You know, they had a good shot at that. They had a good chance, but once, they just, a couple of people went down and couldn't get back up and back in time.
And we're back in mid. It looks a little even. Specials getting ready on both sides. Dabbles have Reef Slider. I wonder if they're going to be able to seek out another pick here as it's popped. And that's 2 down on the side of 20PewPew. It's not looking great for them.
We do have a football going. The barrier is broken again.
Oh.
What was that? Oh.
Amori! Amori!
Amori on the big screen.
TOWA pushes it down to 20 and continues pushing it down. 20PewPew is in a little bit of a dire situation. Really needs to get picks here. And that's a wipe for 20PewPew on TWA, stopping that push at 11. I think right now they need to really get some picks and get the whole Dynamo and Expo are shutting them down a little too much.
Yeah, I mean the last game we saw once TWA got their lead, they stuck with it, and now they're kind of rocking that again, holding them back, not letting them score too much. I mean, as we saw, PewPew got a push in, but it wasn't much to really bring it back at that point. They do have 2 minutes, so we could see them, you know, get their bamboo in gear, get their bamboo sharpened up, and take some long picks out of the way. But they're broken now. They're getting. I mean, they're still two of them are still up.
A lot of fighting, a lot of trading, a lot of fighting under the 20PewPew basket, but they can't get the clams in to sustain the push, and they go 3 down.
Yeah, the defense coming from TWA today is just incredible with not letting them really even get close.
Absolutely,
like,
couldn't agree more.
They get close, and then they break the barrier and they get pushed back away, and they can't keep that line of clams rolling up to get shot in.
Yeah, I think usually Bamboo, from what I know, from what I hear, has a great matchup to Dynamo, but they're really struggling against the Dynamo, and I think the Dynamo can just get into great positions to be at even matchup with the Bamboo.
Would the range of the Dynamo long shot and the Bamboo, would they be about the same range then?
The Dynamo long vertical has more range, but the issue is it doesn't kill. The Bamboo can kill faster at a little shorter of a range.
I see, and the Bamboo can shoot a little bit faster too. The Dynamo, I've heard, I know, is one of the slower rollers, but it does hit just so hard.
It's great for chipping. And with that, the Expo gets a pick and goes down 2. 3v2 for TWA versus 20PewPew in mid at the moment. Specials seem pretty neutral, but the Zap has cooler online. This might be an opportunity. Oh, the Zap goes down before popping it. I think this is looking a little dangerous for TWA, but they're holding mid, and actually 5 seconds left on the clock.
Kraken's got it. They could push up.
20PewPew really needs to make something happen and make something happen fast, but 2 go down on 20PewPew. I think.
Well, this will be a hard overtime to take back. I think that might be it right there.
I think that might be game. 96 has to go fast and really make something happen, but they go 2 down, and I think that is it.
The overtime timer is just about there. It is.
There it is.
Well, it seemed like a fairly even match when it came to keeping each other back and forth. But the points, I mean, it's the big push that matters. You can hold each other back in mid as much as you want, but if you're not breaking through at least once or twice to get those big pushes, I mean, that's kind of it. And it seems like what we saw just there.
TWA was able to keep their pushes longer. I think their weapons are just better on the offense. 20PewPew, they got some pushes in, but they could never really sustain.
Definitely. They're able to. It seemed like TWA was doing a lot better at pushing them away and then keeping them away.
Yes.
Or like they come in like a tidal wave almost. The vibe of the game completely change up with Bamboos being able to push back more. Is it all random? Question marks all across the board.
Everything's a question mark.
Nobody knows what's going on anymore.
Yeah, player names are also question marks. Weapons, we don't know. It's all random weapens.
Oh, the random weapons gave them what they had last time.
Yeah. Oh, and
I love seeing randoms always get bamboo.
And here is the 20PewPew we all know and love, pulling out the quad bamboo, 2 and 2. Ollie flanking in the opening. I wonder if he can get a pick here. He gets the roller early.
It's an interesting immediate spread out.
And they go 3 down.
Yeah, PewPew, like, they spread out like a wave, and TWA just came in all as like one big clump. I wonder if that kind of played against them. I mean, coming in together to be able to shoot the Rainmaker to pop the bubble and be able to grab it and move quick is a strat, but then if you have to be facing 4 different people in all different
what
directions.
A great start. And I think with that, the game, the roller kicks the rain and keeps the game going a little bit longer, but 20PewPew gets a great push to 3 in the opening. I think Ollie really putting in the work with the bamboo and picking off so many crucial picks at the start.
Yeah.
see. I wonder how TWA gets out of this situation. They have 3 oh, the Rainmaker resets. I think this might be the. I think 20PewPew can just hold their plat here. If they can get a pick here, they're continue to stagger TWA. Looking a little dangerous, and TWA goes 2 down.
Definite staggering right now, and it sounds like you were right when you said that the Bamboos might actually have the advantage on this map based off the range and the different spots that they can be in.
Roller gets that pick, but I don't think it's enough to really keep them off the plat. As they go 3 down, it's just the Expo up. Can they pick the Expo off and keep the stagger going? Expo gets a pick on the Rain, and I think he gets the pick on the Bamboo too. Which Bamboo? And
which Bamboo?
I think TWA gets to see mid again. We'll see what happens here, but I think with the they need to really deal with the Bamboos.
That Roller rocking up, trying to take out the Bamboos one at a time. Bringing it back around, trying to give a little bit of support, putting paint down in front.
They're close to Roller. I think this is a great time to go in and get that checkpoint. And now we see that TWA has 20PewPew's plat.
Look at that. Yeah, they're bringing it back. I mean, they got punched down hard in the start, but they're determined to bring it back and even it up.
Looking a little scary for 20PewPew, but again, they have a push to 3. That's a very far push in.
I'm always a fan of comebacks, and so with this, it's like the comeback of the game is TWA because they got pushed so hard at the start, but they're up 2 games right now, so I kind of want to see PewPew win because then we get more games.
I do wonder how they will deal with the Bamboos because with the high ground, it's very hard for them to deal with, and with that, TWA's push dies as they all have to come back and fight in mid again. Maybe back in their plat. We'll see. Roller sharking in mid though. Do we see him called out?
They're holding the Rainmaker back pretty far, pretty close to their own checkpoint still.
Yeah, but because they dropped it, the pathing back to the plat is pretty far.
It's true. Yeah, they just really got to hold it for the next 2 minutes. If they get a good push, they can close out the game when they want.
Roller gets picked off, and we can see that 20PewPew is starting to push in. 2 more go down, and they once again have control of TWA's plat.
Look at that. Yeah, they're getting up close. They're getting personal now.
Yeah, they are. Ooh. 2 go down on both sides, 2 and 2. I think 20PewPew can still hold the plat because trading is always better for the pushing team. It takes away resources from the defending team to really stop it.
It's true.
And the Roller comes in and gets 2, and with a 4v2, this is another flip in control as TWA gets to see mid again. I think they need to play fast here and get control of 20PewPew's plat fast before the Bamboos get a chance to set up. But I think it might already be too late.
If they can start laying some paint, make some paths so they can swim through to get up close. But they're getting knocked out down to 2.
Roller tried to rush in and pop a bubble for the push, but they get called out by Ollie. Beautiful pick. And now we're stuck back in mid. Bubble for the Roller, but nothing else to really go in.
It's interesting to see that what I was just saying about TWA as well, how they've been able to really push and then keep the push and not get backtracked in the last 2 games was working so well, but it seems like it's completely flipped with the 4 Bamboos.
They're really strong. They don't really have any special to use towards the Bamboos. They have Rain, they have Bubble, but I don't think that's really it, especially with...
It's just not enough. It's just not enough.
Given how the map is shaped too, those specials can only do so much. Same with the Reef Slider. So from a special standpoint, I think TWA is really struggling here. And they go 2 down in the last 10 seconds, and I think that might be game.
With a Rainmaker reset, if somebody picks it up and moves it, but we'll see if anybody can even get there. Well, and there it is.
This game, we're going to a game 4 to the question mark map.
Brand new map, brand new stage.
Brand new
no one's ever seen this before. This is actually a new stage released by Nintendo that nobody's been. They haven't even talked about as how rare it is.
Maybe no one wants to see that map. Cough, cough. no one likes Urchin. Terrible map mode. A terrible map. Maybe that's why there's a question mark. Maybe it's censored.
Maybe it's censored.
Maybe
a
it's
censored map. The whole
censored
map is just like the purple entity missing.
Yeah, we don't actually get to. We have to commentate the map, but no one else gets to see it. We censored the whole thing.
So we're actually gonna play the game, but we're gonna have the camera on us the entire game.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna.
Yeah! Woo! And here we go to game 4. We'll see what both teams pull out. They keep the Roller.
Got the Roller. Got the And what was it?
And they keep quad bamboo on Urchin.
Well, if I made any bets, I lost it all because it's all bamboo all day here now.
Yeah. Shoved and lost.
So they're doing this again that I saw last time was that Team Bamboos is what their true name is now. They rocked in not as a squad but like as like a line. They like walked in as a line. Whereas for TWA they came in like all four were centered on each other at the same time. And I'm curious about the different tactics for that. Is that just because it's kind of whatever at the start, or is there like an actual true purpose between fanning out and running in as a line versus running together as a group?
Bamboos have the range to help each other from pretty far away, so they want to avoid clumping. Because if they clump together, that makes it easier for Chip, like the roller and the Expo, to pick them off. So
that makes sense. That makes sense.
they're spreading themselves out so that it's harder for them to go down multiple to the same person. And actually, we see 20PewPew already in a lockout situation, getting wiped in the beginning. And with all these walls and ledges, it's very hard for them to actually shoot down without dropping. And dies anyway, drops and tries to get that pick, but fails. And
then dies anyway.
Yeah, dies anyway.
It's in the name.
And we're still stuck in lockout. I think 20PewPew, it's looking kind of rough for them. We'll see. But they got their ramp. The Dapple sharking behind might get the pick on 2, and they go 2 down. I think this might be game. Ollie tries to get the pick on the roller, but goes down 2.
This is a pretty quick one. I mean, we were hoping to see the Bamboos, see what they could do on this map, because if they did something bigger than what they just did, that would have been monumental and a whole change to the dynamic to show that it is viable. But I mean, here we are again. Oh, we got the down in the corner. We got the cat.
Yeah. I think after the opening fight was lost, it was a very far uphill battle for 20PewPew, trying to deal with the zap and the roller. Hello, little buddy. Oh, that's not little buddy. That's little Judd. Little buddy's the salmon, the thing.
The salmon one? What?
The salmon one. The baby salmon.
The baby salmon? I'm sure if I saw it, I'd know it. This actually is the POV of when I wake up.